What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back into the video on the channel, and today we have a burger joint. I haven't done a burger joint in a minute, and this one really caught my eye. Believe it or not, this burger joint is a Mexican influence. How do I know that? When I did a little research, it looks like this place actually is owned by the same owner as Taqueria Los Guerros, which is one of my favorite taco places in the area. So he also expanded into a couple of burger joints. This place is known as Hamburguesa, which means hamburger in Spanish. They have a few locations, but this one is the Carlstadt, New Jersey location. It had a 4.8 on Uber Eats. Relatively new, so there's not a ton of reviews on it, but their menu, from what I looked at, isn't really big, but the burgers look amazing when I actually open these bad boys up. And they have a little bit of a Spanish influence when I get into them. Instead of fries, they do potatoes, like it says papas, which just means potatoes, so they're potato chips that look scratch made, which is a nice little touch. And I did get 2 of these shakes, which are maple walnut, believe it or not. They had a little special because I went through Uber Eats from the pickup and they were like buy one, get one free. So that's why there's 2. Not like I'm gonna complain, but these all look good. Let's get into this video. So let's start with their classic. This is called the Doble Clásica. It just means double classic. So this is their classic burger, but the double patty version. This burger was $9. And it's huge. This is a massive patty. Let me take this out and see what's going on. Ooh, on here. This is a big ass burger, honestly. For what you're paying for this is crazy. Look at the size of this patty. So, open this bad boy up. It has cheese, their patty, the lettuce if you want it. I didn't get lettuce, I don't like lettuce on it. But I know there's a tomato on here somewhere. Mayo, ketchup, mustard, and instead of pickles, which is why I even wanted to pick this place, they use pickled jalapenos. Y'all know me. But I can see them bad boys here. They ain't seen it either, so they finna be spicy. But here we go. Ooh, dropped the burger piece already. Let's see. This is a good burger. This patty is different though. It's super tender, but when you look at it, the texture's different. There's a nice crisp on it. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of patty this is though. Here, let me show you the back end, so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm looking at. But it is massive. It is seasoned well. It's got a nice little crisp on it. It's flavorful. Little tomato, mustard. This is like a can't lose with this one. And for the size of this thing, it is definitely worth what you pay for it. If I walk into a place and I got a burger with some chips for $9, I'm more than okay with that. And I think it's pretty flavorful. The texture is not what I'm used to as far as like a burger goes. Again, so I can't really put my finger on what kind of meat that I'm eating, but it is tender. I would definitely get that again. I think it's pretty good. I would give that an 8 out of 10. I like it. But let's try one of these papas, the potatoes too. They're salted well. They're fresh. They're crispy. I still think I prefer a French fry, but you get a pretty decent amount in here. They are good. They taste better than the regular Lay's chip, which is a compliment in my book. I still would like a fry though, but I do like them. 6.5 out of 10. I'm not sure which one this is because I have to see. It's not labeled and I can't really see what's going on in here. So let's just give it a bite and see. Yep, there it is. This is the Diabla. It has this spicy powder on it, mozzarella cheese, yellow cheese with their basic ingredients. So that's like the lettuce, tomato, as well as the pickled jalapenos. It's got a nice little spice to it. Again, I think the burger's flavorful. This has a nice spice to it, a nice taste to it. I still can't figure out what the hell kind of like patty that this is. It's the only thing that's kind of throwing me off. but the grill taste on the bun and the actual burger is delicious. The only burger in texture that I can remember that was like this was going to Jollibee. It was that same kind of texture. This tastes better than a Jollibee burger as far as the patty goes, but that texture is different, but they crisp it up well. But it makes for a tender burger. It seems like there's stuff mixed in here too. But again, value for money, taste. Those pickled jalapenos. This is spicy, but it's not like crazy spicy. And the flavor is on point. It's actually a good burger, man. You can see I eat the whole damn thing. This one, I like the flavor a little more than just the classic because of the spice. So, 8.3 out of 10. Still good. By the way, the Celtics game just started, so if you see me staring off like this, that's what I'm looking at. It's just started, like literally tip off. I'm not trying to cut up out of here, but I like to watch the games. So, let's keep going though. I don't know which one's which. Let's see. This one's the Hawaiian. So it should have pineapple and bacon on it. Yeah, there's the pineapple right here. I can see it. So boom. That's the Hawaiian. Pineapple bacon. Looks like it has a little bit of lettuce, tomato. No lettuce. Yeah, but ketchup and mustard and the pickled jalapenos and the mayo. But now that I have a taste for the burger, I know what to expect. It's just which one works the best and kind of how the bacon works, etc. That's good. This is my favorite one so far. I'm just a sucker for pineapple on sandwiches. And with the salty bacon and the sweet pineapple, that's bacon. A little bit of spicy from that jalapeno, the kick. That seasoned patty. I can't believe how big these burgers are for what you pay. On average, they're between $8 and $10 for this. And it's like twice the size of Five Guys. Very juicy. For me, personally, bacon's a little soggy. I like it crispier. But you'd have to specify that. So I can't really penalize them for it. It just makes for a better bite. I love like a grilled pineapple on a burger. Super underrated. I need to see something for research purposes though. Very important. Need a little crush. That's how you know it's activated. That did something. Good. The potatoes on the burger, like the papas, the potato chips, added a little bit of salty and crunchy to it. So now I got salty, crunchy, spicy, savory. That was a game changer. I don't know why. That just made it. Again, I think the patty for me is just different. But all these burgers have the same starter pack, so you're gonna hear me say a lot of the same repeat things. I don't mind the patty, but it's something that kind of throws me off a little bit, which I still feel like I would want to eat this again. I do think it's really good, man. No joke. But that burger is the best one I've had so far. I'll give it an 8.7. The only thing that would bring this up into the 9 for me, nothing beats like just a regular beef burger for me when it's nice and seasoned and cooked perfectly. So that's why you're seeing me say things in the 8. But I still do think that they're exceptional. Everything else about it is really good. Let's try this maple walnut shake. I can see the maple on the bottom. That's why you see me stirring it up a little bit. Kind of see if I can activate it. This tastes like butter pecan ice cream. Oh yeah, I think it's because I'm old and black at this point. Butter pecan ice cream for me is like an old black man flavor. My parents love butter pecan ice cream. Now that I'm getting older, I love butter pecan ice cream. This is delicious. It's weird because it's maple walnut, but I'm getting butter pecan. You sign me up for that. 8.5, bro. That's good. And last, we have the mortal. And let me tell you what's inside before I bust this thing open. Stop. White cheese, bacon, sausage, their patty, yellow cheese, and then their regular ingredients. So, of course, the tomato, jalapeno, mayo, ketchup, mustard, combo, lettuce if you like it. I don't. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it says sausages, but that is a hot dog. I see the bacon, too, on here, too. Stuff like this always works for me, though. I like the Hawaiian better. I like the idea of this. And I could have gotten something to make it different. But sausage bacon makes it very salty, which is... I know you can add whatever ingredients you want to on it. You can customize your own burger. I would have put like a pineapple on this. But that's just a personal preference. I like when there's more of like a bunch of different flavors. When I get just salty, I'm getting one note. I am getting a bit of that jalapeno, which kind of helps out with the spicy. But I wouldn't want to throw chips on this one because the chips are salty too. And I feel like it would hurt making it saltier. But you put like some pineapple on this. I saw they had the option to put an egg on it, which is dope. And again, personal preference. Bacon's a little soggy. Believe it or not, this one's my least favorite one. It's good, but it's more the combinations. It comes down to preference with this. So I would give this one a 6. Thanks for us. Overall, I think it's a great idea. I think the food is good. I think it's affordable. The prices are reasonable, which is always big for me. Price to performance ratio. And as far as the mom and pop burgers in this area, I wouldn't put it in an S tier. There are a few that I've done that are a little bit better, but I like the idea on this. I know this restaurant is relatively new, and the fact that I do know the person who owns the place, I know how he is. He's receptive to feedback. I just think you need a little bit more options, and I'd like to talk about the burger patty. That's more of a personal thing. Maybe it's something that I just don't know about. Like, I would feel better if I knew what was in it. I don't know why, but that part kind of throws me off a bit. I think this has potential though. I really do. I just think you need to make a little more tweaks. Also, how juicy the patties are. The burgers are a little bit, like the bun is a little bit soggy because of it. Which, I don't know if maybe like a different bun or like toasting it. The buns are toasted too, which is crazy. It's just, like when I pick some of them up, they're like the bun has a noticeable, almost like a flop to it. Which, you know, that's just a sesame seed bun on it. Like, but the biggest thing for me is the patty. I would still definitely eat here again. I would just like to tweak it to make something a little bit more mine. But affordability, price-wise, I think it's definitely a place worth checking out. And I think that it's going to get even better. Because the first time I had tacos from Taqueria to now, there's a huge difference. Even though it was good in the first time, there's a huge difference in like quality, service, things like that. From that to then. What's going on over here? That ain't no foul. Anyway, I know it's a little bit of a shorter one, but I knew going into this I was going to want to sit down and watch the game. I did want to try some food though. Of course I got to get content out. Of course I got to do different stuff, and I wanted to try this place for a while. So I did. Is it worth it? Yes. My recommendation would be to get the classic one and build your own. Personally, the Hawaiian works for me, but I would get the classic and just ask for my own ingredients and go from there. Get a shake, and I do like these. These are growing on me. Still prefer fries, but they're growing on me. That's gonna be the end of, sorry, mouthful. But that's gonna be the end of the video. Gotta go watch the game. If you're a fan of whatever team, I hope your team wins unless it's Miami. But even if you do, GG's, I still love you. Be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love you. Out of hand signs. They made it to YouTube.